the man who sold the world.
And now a word from our sponsors.
This plot in Australia has been donated by Bitpixi to Bitpixi, and this video has been supported by the DAO to Bitpixi and to her brat wrangling manager, Chief Degen. Good luck, buddy.
What was that supposed to mean? Anyway, when you first log on, go right to the power switch. You're going to need some Ethereum Classic. And then you have to swap that Ethereum Classic to Bob for the builder because Bob the Builder? Oh my god. I started with a 48 by 48 base because I heard you could do live music that way, so you know I'm going to pick that first. And I thought I needed to protect my faucet from people stealing the resources with the little wall, but turns out it was a dud anyway. So we just went with a blueprint box, which I needed to find out what is the difference between an NFT box and a blueprint box. I tried to go in the Discord. I think NFT box is for the GLBs you make on Test Bench and Mint. The palm tree may have been a free asset from CG Trader or websites like that. You can make this yourself in Blender. It does have a learning curve too, but you can just go one tutorial at a time. I see now that Blueprint is very similar. It's a GLB you can upload on the test bench, except this time it is collidable and you are able to draw the graffiti on top of it as well. So if you want a very custom house, then that would be a really good way. Speaking of houses, after I watched this tutorial by Dead Cell, I learned I need a 12 by 12 or 24 by 24 to make an apartment or a mansion and a spawn point. I got sick of looking for all the answers and made my own welcome guide, trained with the old wiki, the current wiki, and everything in the Discord. So hopefully it's accurate. I clicked on this link to the post box where I saw a lot of vehicles and then paint, which was really cool. There's a pink one. I'm wondering if I can craft one myself. So I asked my custom GPT, which I made publicly available, how to get ink, and they told me to go to the spray bay, but it costs ink and I'm lazy to go to faucets, so you know I just switched that ETC for ink. I had to pre-fund personal router. What the heck is that? Went on the main page into services, found this personal routers manager, and when I had enough in there for transactions, I crafted the paint products. All these transactions take hella long. 30 seconds each, waiting between each one. It gets ridiculous. So I'm glad they added that little spinny game in the middle. Otherwise, I would be rage clicking like hell. So you got to take this to the inventory as quick as you can because otherwise someone could steal it. And if they kill you, apparently you drop your inventory and then they can also steal it. So it's good to leave this stuff at home. I got a blue one as well in my next roll, and then my third roll got a gray one. So I went to build and to paint. Here I am stacking residential units and empty units on top of each other so I could get a few distinctive layers that I could rent out. I also looked up what the base sizes are for again, because you can put different stuff on different ones and it's so hard to keep track. I decided to go for a mansion next because that has a lot of versatility, and some small ones too to make just a GLB installation that I could look out upon the sea and view these lovely rotating GLBs which have lots of my feelings in them, as well as NFTs, which also have lots of feelings. So you want to put those on the wall. You don't have to put NFT box to put NFTs necessarily. You can just put them on the wall. And then I wasn't sure how to get the paint onto the building, so I moved it from my inventory into my locker, and that worked. I don't actually know if this was right. Back to the building. I'm starting to feel like Sim City over here, the olden days. Sorry for those that copy traded me for Southside City because that metaverse just totally disappeared. I was gonna have a Motel 69 there because it was the rebellious metaverse. Now this one is. So the man who sold the world is for degens by degens, right? That's the vibe.
Motel 69.
I think I'm past the learning curve. I'm in the flow. I'm just adding NFTs like crazy, adding the free text you can put, different buildings. I'm planning like buildings all the way over to that faucet and things to go inside the buildings. But how do I do that? I'm not sure yet. But I did figure out how to assign custom sounds to my avatar on a keyboard press. If I can't figure out building inside, we're just gonna have to build an installation outside. But first, a disclaimer.
Stipple inflation shiny metallic ball joined with artist reference balagans and the creator's signature brand colors. Any resemblance to third-party digital assets or avatars is purely coincidental. The work is non-commercial and presented solely as original artistic expression, all rights reserved. Copyright Hackaroos 2025. No license, authorization, or endorsement by any third party is implied or granted.